are live.
Yes.
We're not actually live, but we are.
We're live.
No, we're live, bro.
We're live people,
Yeah.
but this recording isn't live.
Okay.
No.
But we're in Tulum.
Yes, we are.
This is a price to sell edition. Tulum edition.
Nice.
Place to sell it. That's how we're starting?
And I am Matteo Campoli,
Yeah.
Yeah.
live reporting from Tulum. I'm Spanglish,
Yeah.
in case y'all are wondering. I'm here with the kids.
Nice.
The kids are here.
The kids are here.
The
Ernesto and
MBH boys are here.
MBH boys. And apparently, I might not be the host of this episode. I actually might get hosted.
Yeah.
I think it's right. I think it's only right.
I think, based off our conversations while we're living in this villa, and some context, we've been chilling in this villa about 2.5 weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while. We've
Been
in
trying
this
to work
fucking
remote
house.
thing, and for the realtors listening out there, it's possible if you systemize properly.
I mean, I've just heard you on hundreds of phone calls throughout the day just selling shit all day.
It's possible.
You're not even there.
I also heard you get blasted by some Asian broad, which was crazy.
I mean, it's possible.
That's also possible.
Anything is possible.
It was
out here.
crazy.
Why don't we start with that though?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
How did we not with the Asian blast?
Oh,
Um,
I wanted to start there.
Oh, you want to start there?
I mean, we're in a buyer's market, guys. Listing
Buy,
agents,
buy.
listing agents know the struggle. You're gonna get everything thrown at you. Any sort of
Dude, she
negotiation tactic thrown at you.
She was just from the outside looking in, because guys, for context, Matt's selling all these properties, listing, buying, whatever, and so this guy, when he gets on calls, he puts them on speaker and he paces the house, like he does laps around the kitchen island, like it's insane. And so I'm always interested, because it's a whole, like, it's a sales pitch. So I'm always interested to hear how he does it, since he's the king of this shit. And yeah, he's not lying when he says it's a buyer's market. This put it like that, because this broad was blasting it.
You just call me shit at negotiating?
No.
I'm
It's
kidding,
just,
I'm
I
kidding.
get there's not much you can do. Like when it's a buyer's market, you have to massage the
A lot of
deal
massaging.
hard.
Massaging.
Dude. You were massaging the deal hard. I'll leave it at that. But
Yo,
anyways.
you literally hit 10,000 steps just from your phone calls.
You know what?
I never seen it.
Once you find your path, your pace path,
No, you've been doing every
You
path
hit that
in this
path.
house
Yeah.
possible.
100%.
Shout out to Asian Broad for giving you
Shit.
a little bit of a taste of your own medicine.
Taste
maybe.
my medicine.
I liked it. Like
I
she
enjoyed
put
it.
you in your place.
That was the one call where I was like, I like this the most right now.
Yeah. No, she's good. She's a good agent.
Because
Yeah.
you've been doing calls like, I think you had one phone call where you were selling someone on EXP, and when you finished the call, I was ready to sign up for EXP.
Bro, trust me,
you were
bro.
doing he was doing these ones. Think about taxis, then Uber.
Yeah,
Then
he was doing those.
think about hotels, then Airbnb. think about the taxis. No one thought you were gonna get in a car with a random stranger.
And here
Uber.
you are.
This is the Uber of real estate. I was fucking sold.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that guy was sold.
Yo,
He
he
was
ended up
sold,
being
bro.
sold, I think, right?
He's pretty sold.
Yeah.
Shout out the guy who got sold.
Pretty
'cause
much just a bunch of following up now, but like,
It's a bunch of.
listen, we've been having fun.
But
here.
why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about this a little bit? Because I'm actually interested in this. How did you set it up so that you can be here and still do your thing? Like what's the system you have in place right now?
Systems.
Yeah, but what?
So my biggest fear,
fuck.
my biggest fear for the past 7 years until this month
Yeah.
has been like I've needed to control everything. Like I had to
Yeah.
be in everything.
Like micromanage everything?
Yeah, just micromanage everything. And I also had like a fear. I just had a huge fear of like, if I'm not there, things aren't going to go well. Or what are my clients going to think? Oh, this guy's on vacation.
Yeah.
Look at him. He should be working. He has my listing. He should be here selling my
That's true,
listing.
too. That's
you
true,
know?
too. I didn't even
So it's
think
like I
about
had
that.
like this whole like conception, but it's really about how you just tell your clients what's good and just show them that, yeah, I'm here physically right now, but I have an amazing colleague here who's going to help you. I have an amazing assistant here who's going to help you. I have this. You know, I'm handling the hardest parts, which is the negotiating and the number crunching and the entire plan behind the listing, right? Making sure it's coming out at a proper price, making sure everything's on schedule, all that, I can manage from here. The physical parts can be done by my partners and my team, you know?
Plus,
So, and the realization I've had here is that they really don't care. As long as I'm overseeing and you know,
performing.
yeah, but
and
To
just-
perform still.
but there's something to be said about that because you've built the name, you've built the reputation, hence also why you're able to do that. Of course, obviously, like the systems is important. You literally need that to do it. But on the flip side, more to like the perception of like your client, oh, he's on vacation. No. At the end of the day, like they picked you for you, and they knew you'd get the job done. I don't think the question ever in their minds was like, is he gonna be on the ground when it happens, or is he gonna be in fucking Tulum? Who cares? As long as the deal got done. But you're not an amateur. This isn't your first rodeo. So that's a big piece, I think, also as to why you could do this from anywhere. At this point, you have to give yourself credit for that because you built that.
thanks, boys.
Yeah, man.
And for, you know, I think it just goes for any business.
Yeah.
But like, we all know this in real estate to be true. As soon as you leave the country, business just flows in. You just get busier.
So
It just happens.
you've noticed that.
But I think it really just comes down to like, yeah, of course. But I've been actually strapped in all year, not vacationing, with the complete opposite mindset of like, I'm just gonna grind, no breaks, no chill, no breaks.
Yeah.
And then I come here and I start to just release and relax and not be so attached to like, why is this not selling? Why am I not getting showings here? Why is this not happening? And everything's just flowing now.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. It's like the secret sauce. And you just gotta let it go.
And it's kind of like a flex because like you're out here doing your work, and I feel like more people when they see that they want to work with you because they're like, look at him, he's over there for a month, still crushing. I want to be like him.
Well, that's the strategic part of it.
Yeah.
Is the fact that you're here, but you're still showing that you're working here. So
Yeah.
it's all, you know, which is smart. You have your days where you're relaxing, and you're still showing that too. Like, 'cause you have to remember, like, the people you're dealing with regular fucking humans. Like, I don't think that people expect you to be 24/7 with your fucking phone in front of your face like this. I think they also realize, hey, Matt's a human, which is another reason why they chose to work with you in the first place.
Yeah, sometimes I suffer from thinking I can't be a human.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be like this 24/7 on, realtor, always on,
But bro,
always able to answer.
but the thing is
wrong.
people chose they chose to work with you. Like, you've built your brand off doing things that realtors didn't do. You were the first guy doing these funny skits and these different things for houses, right? Which, like, go 3 years back, go 2 years back. People probably thought you were fucking nuts. Who's this guy think he's a fucking comedian doing skits? Blah, 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 blah. So you sold them on the human aspect of who you were, not the real estate Matt, put my fucking suit on, which you've done also. You've done a mix of that.
Yeah.
So when a nice chunk of your clients come from the avenue of, hey, I just like this guy. He's funny. He's cool. I like what he's about. I want to work with him for that reason. What do you think is going to happen when you also show them, like, hey, I'm over here, I'm working from here, but I'm also relaxing, I'm taking my time to reset on the beach, end of the year. Like, I think that's another reason why it's flowing so well.
Yeah.
Plus, you've been doing a lot of networking out here as well, I would say.
Why are you saying it like that?
What do you mean?
You just said it in a way.
I'm not. Listen, for our listeners, they wouldn't listen to it any other way. It would have just been normal. But you made it weird now. So you've been but
You just give me a look.
honestly,
You did a smirk. I know the smirk though.
no, but yo, I'm not even joking. Like, you actually have made connections out here in real estate.
Oh, I have 100%.
Are you not
Which is
like?
great.
Are you not actually like looking at deals for clients to buy here now?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is huge.
Yeah.
So why'd you say it like that?
Yeah, why'd you answer like that?
Yeah.
Why'd you give me that look?
I looked in the sky and then I looked at you.
That's not good. That's kind of fucked up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that?
Anyways,
But
but listen,
to your
yeah,
the point behind the fake point.
the real point.
The real point.
The point.
Holy crap.
Yep. Tell me about the point.
I will tell you that yes, the real estate's actually really interesting out here. The development's actually pretty crazy.
Yep.
I'm going to be doing a real estate content day probably in the next couple of days
True.
and promoting the shit out of some interesting projects that I've studied
Yep.
while being here.
Yep.
And also connected with some agents an agent out of Montreal who lives remotely here.
True.
And has that same kind of setup.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I could permanently ever do that. I just like, you know, these trips are needed here and there.
Yeah.
But yes, that's my power is networking. I love it. I love being out and seeing people and meeting people. As you guys have seen, I've gone off.
I think it's just like, yo, you've gone off, yeah. I think that's the part about real estate that, again, people don't realize is that it can be a remote job to some extent when you get to that point.
Yeah. If you have the network, you could definitely do it.
Well, the network and then the systems and the team behind you, which again, that's a part of the reason why you can get here. But yeah, I think there's a misconception. People think real estate agent, people think I got to be the one banging the fucking sign into the ground. So yeah, maybe for your first 3-4 years, but then after that, you know, if you do things right,
through a network, you can just broker everything.
Yeah.
From anywhere.
You know what's crazy? Actually, you told me this, and I was surprised. I didn't realize this. How many deals you get that are referred to you? Like how many agents are like, yo, you know this area better than I do. Service this client.
Yeah, that comes from that. I'm grateful that that's from social media.
Yeah.
So these agents see me and they trust me based off that, and then I just get a call. I got one here.
No, which is
Yeah.
I'm saying like obviously, dude, we work together. I know you do a lot of business, but until you told me that this trip, I didn't know that. Like I didn't know that agents actually worked in that way, really. Like a referral here and there, but I didn't think they were like, yo, take this whole fucking deal, just cut me a piece on the side to get the job done because you're actually gonna service this client better than I would in this area.
Well, yeah, and I do that too on the outside areas I can't do. It just makes no
crazy.
sense.
Yeah.
You're gonna just stress yourself out. It's gonna be likely it's a long drive. You won't know the area.
Yeah.
You know, different pockets can mean different things, and if you're not in tune with like what this street's worth versus what this street's worth, like you can really fudge it
because
up.
block to block is
you
completely
can really
different.
fudge it up. So
No, it's cool to see.
yeah,
Really
I got one from
interesting.
Vaughan, born and raised, Maple especially. And anyone ever needs anything in Mapoli, you let me know.
So at this point, I guess in your career, what are you most concentrated on?
What lights me up and most exciting for me is the opportunities that are gonna come out of the brand building, all the shit we have going on, this podcast. We have a lot of big announcements, a lot of big things we're working on that are actually huge.
Yeah.
That excites me the most right now. I love helping out all the agents that work with me and everyone I'm partnering with and seeing them grow. And I'm actually finding myself more willing to share business in order to work on these things, which actually get me more business.
Yes.
You know, when I say these things, I mean the social media and the presence and the trust and all this stuff I'm building online, because that's actually a huge funnel, right? Instead of me taking on every single thing by myself, I'm realizing it's actually better for me to just start partnering and bringing on other agents onto the deals with me, and then continuing to focus a lot of my efforts into the funnel, which is this brand building and stuff like that.
I think it's a cool way to look at real estate because, you know, attention is the number one currency right now. We know that, right?
Yeah.
I think if you look at, you can use Kim Kardashian as an example, okay? She's a very dramatic example of it, but Kim Kardashian could start a company and sell you any product at this point because she has the attention.
Yeah.
She wants to sell soap, she can sell soap. She wants to sell fucking cars, she could start a fucking car company and sell cars if she wanted to, right? But I don't think anyone's necessarily looked at real estate in that light, which I think you have started to, and we've also been kind of saying to you in the background, like, bro, trust us, like, garner the attention, and then use the attention to sell real estate.
Yeah. That's what Sirhan does.
Yeah.
Prime example.
Yeah. There you go. Okay,
He's one guy. He's one guy.
Yeah.
But like, you can't name me 5 guys.
No, it's tough. Yeah, he has like a really good foothold on that.
Yeah.
So, but then you start to think, right? Like, why haven't people done this sooner? Okay, now you're seeing real estate agents 5 years ago, even call it 2020, weren't posting online the way they are now. Now everyone realizes, fuck, I need to make content for social media. Okay, cool. So it's like, okay, be ahead of that game now. Because now if you're just making the classic social media content that all realtors are making, you're in the same fucking boat. You're just in the ocean swimming around with everyone else now.
Yeah.
So you've kind of like, when we came to you with the idea of the podcast, you were hesitant. Everyone knows the story. You were hesitant. You said yes. Then you were the first guy to do it. Now there's more podcasts, real estate podcasts. So now again, you found yourself in the fucking ocean swimming with 1,000 other podcasts. So now we said, okay, cool. How do we get beyond that? Like, what's the next move? So we have obviously all these really exciting things coming. But yeah, I think it's just the idea that like garner the attention in any way possible. Obviously, I'm not saying start an OnlyFans and then start selling houses with that. I don't think, I mean, you know what? Who knows? Maybe that could work. But
No, I tried it.
did you try?
Yeah, it worked.
Or were you doing feet pics?
Yeah, feet bananas.
Oh, okay.
But the feet banana combo was like crazy.
Was
Feet
it good?
bananas?
Feet bananas.
What is
yeah.
that? What is that?
What the
Just
hell?
like you do some shit with like your feet and like a banana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you move your feet when you said that?
But yeah, garner the attention, and the podcast was ahead of its time at one point. Actually, the skits and the content you were doing was ahead of its time. People caught up and started copying you. Then it was the podcast. People caught up, started copying you, and now it's some new shit coming. But I think that's the lesson is whether it's real estate, whether it's any business, like you got to garner attention in a way no one else is really thinking about, and then people are going to end up copying you. But that's the whole idea of continuously innovating your marketing strategies.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, 100%. And what we have planned, I don't think, I haven't seen personally.
Well. Listen, like I think we're smart about the next steps. We take a little bit from different people and things that we like and that's been working, and then kind of forge it into one, right?
And then that's gonna become old too eventually.
100%. And by that point, we'll have to figure
But
out.
that's gonna
key is
take a while.
pioneering.
That's gonna take a while to
It will
get
take a
old.
while.
Trust me.
It will take a while.
The reason why I think our next steps with Price to Sell and the brand are going to be like hard to imitate is because of the amount of money, straight up, and resources, people, and time that are going into it.
Yeah, it's true.
So one singular real estate agent just will not be able to do what we're about to do.
Yeah,
I know we're amping this up like heavy.
we are.
And there's gonna be like a big announcement day.
Yeah.
But the idea is, again, just reinventing it and looking and saying, how do we continue to garner attention outside of the ways that everyone else is doing it?
For sure.
What was the statistic? 72,000 agents
I
in
have it.
Ontario.
So
Pull this up. Yeah, let's go.
So
Give
in
me the stats.
Ontario right now, 78,000 agents, okay? 78,000 real estate agents in Toronto, in Ontario.
Damn.
In the last 12 months, 30,000 of them have not made one deal.
Yeah.
So what are they doing? How are they living?
Well, I think a lot like that number is inflated with a lot of part timers.
Yeah.
Some people are just parking their license,
okay?
meaning that it's just like they're signed up with a brokerage but not active realtors.
Can you tell me the point of that?
You know, who knows? Some people
Okay.
just like, I want to have my license to have it. Maybe it's like, you know, they plan to buy and flip a home a year and they'd want to sell their own home.
Okay, so they're part of the 30,000 you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd say so. But the reality is that the transaction volume is down significantly this year,
Yeah.
which, you know, and I think when COVID hit, it was like that trend when everyone just, a lot of people just got their real estate license.
Yeah.
And we just saw the numbers just start to fly in terms of the amount of realtors. And obviously the market was great and the transaction volume was very high. But now in this current market, there's not enough, the amount of food has been cut
Yes.
into like half. Then you have all these realtors trying to attack the same food. You know what I mean? So just not a lot of
But when
inventory.
realistically it's just the same 10% of agents that are selling everything.
Well, that's always been the fact, right? It's
Yeah.
always been like, you know, give or take like 90% of the business done by 10% of the realtors or 95% of the business
I was
done by
gonna say
5%.
it's probably less than 5%, man. If I had
now,
to guess.
now, more important than ever, people aren't just going to give it to anybody, you know, because
now it takes skill to sell a fucking
You're
house.
not going to just sell your house by you put a sign on the lawn, you put on MLS,
Yeah.
and you wash your hands and you wait. That's
Well,
not going to happen now.
The way that Asian bra was blasting you, yeah, I could see.
And you got to be ready to get blasted.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but it's there's just so many different elements, and being on top of, like, having your experience in this market and actually continuously doing transactions is going to help your seller so much better than, going to an agent who hasn't sold a house all year, because they're not going to know the market conditions. Like, being on the inside is like the best way to learn. You know, you can look at the stats and all this, cool. But like, having the experience I've had this year in terms of what is actually getting my houses sold versus what's not. Like, I've been lucky enough to have a ton of listings and do some trial and error with some.
Yeah.
And I've locked in a really good strategy that works right now. You know what I mean? I want to be able to lock in a strategy just by like, oh, let me see what's sold in the past 60 days.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
okay,
market
here's the
report.
price of your home now.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing something completely different the way I price my homes, which is working a lot better than just looking at recent sales,
They're priced to
But
sell.
I wouldn't know that if I didn't sell a house all year. So
That's how you're
just
pricing the house,
to your point, yeah, like when people are choosing the realtor right now, I feel like a lot of sellers are just going to the people who have been transacting,
Yeah.
and therefore a lot of people just aren't doing transactions.
Well, I think it was just a trend to become a real estate agent for like 3-4 years, the past 3-4 years.
100%.
Like, I know people that were just like, yeah, I'm just gonna get it, see what happens. Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard that in any industry before.
No, it's hey, this is it's a wake up call. It's a tough industry.
Is it like that easy to get the license?
It's like it's a
two
Humber
tests?
course. I don't know for sure how long it is now. I feel like it's a year, but I think you can get it done in less. I think you can fast track through it.
Can you debunk something for us?
Yeah, I love bunkers.
So we're gonna debunk the fact that every agent is in the top 1% if you consider their Instagram bio.
In their bio?
Yeah.
Okay.
So why and how? Because then, where's the other 99%? Because every agent I see is top 1%. What does that even mean?
So it could be in their marketplace, could be for their company, could be at their office. I don't know. It's a very general term. Like when I was promoting like top 2 at Royal LePage, that's for Royal LePage Canada.
So all of
That's
Canada, that one company.
For Royal LePage,
Okay.
So it depends.
You're being so nice.
So I can just go in my
so
bio
fucking
right now. I can just go put in my bio top 1%,
The thing is,
and it
the
could be
truth
like of my
is-
street.
The truth is, you can't fact check
Yeah.
unless there's a program that brokers of records, like owners of offices, have,
Yeah.
where you can actually see transaction volume.
Yes. And like who sold it?
Yes. No, you can look up a person's name and see how much they've sold that year.
Like right
In
now,
volume.
you could do that, or are you saying you used to be able to do
No,
that?
you can still do that.
Oh, true.
But like
So-
the average agent doesn't have access to that information. So, who
But
knows?
you do?
I don't.
No.
Nope.
You're being way too nice. It's the fucking cap of the century, dude. It's the same thing as like Buddy who has 1 million followers and 400 likes on his pic.
Yeah.
And 7 fucking comments,
Yeah.
bro. I can look at you. I can look at your suit. It's from Moore's. It's the 2-for-1 special. You're not top 1%, bro. I don't care.
I don't care either.
You have a fake rollie. It's not a rollie. It's a fucking
SWAT. You have a
it's
fake swatch.
It's a swatch.
How'd you get a fake swatch?
It's a fucking. I don't even know where it's from. It's from a place you've never seen before. Fossil. And listen, no disrespect to Moores and Fossil, but you're not top 1%. It just is what it is. I'm just. Maybe.
Yo, there's cappers for sure.
No, it's cap
There's
season.
cappers for sure. There's always going to be cappers.
Oh my god.
And the people see right through those people too.
They don't last long, the cappers.
No, they're not going to last long.
Yeah. Do people ever try to cap to you, like to try to get on your team or get business from you? And you just
No,
see
and if
right
you do,
through
you're
it?
not like I don't want you
You'll know.
around me.
You'll
straight
know
up.
right away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could tell genuine people from non-genuine. 100%.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know you can. I'm the 1% thing.
easy.
It grinds my gears.
It grinds everyone's gears.
Because like I'll see someone that's just like they posted their first pick, and then all of a sudden like they're a real estate agent on Tuesday, and Thursday they're in the top 1%. I'm like, how?
You know, okay, to speak on that, if you're seeing a new agent who just started and they're already like posting that shit in their bio,
They're using their team.
They're using the team.
Okay, this is
They're-
so much fuckery happening.
They're using
bro.
the team, but you wouldn't know that.
Of course you wouldn't.
Caps.
Damn.
I think you look at the suit straight up.
No, but
You gotta look at the suit, bro. Because when I look at you, I see the suits. When I look at my guy Cash,
yeah.
suits on deck.
But cash is cash.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when
Cash
I
is
look at
Cash.
when I look at my man like Dave Hutch, I see suits.
Mr. Davey.
I'm talking real suits. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
These are good suits
these are
too.
suits. Tyler McClay, suits.
He's got
Salerno?
some heavy
Salerno?
ones.
Suits.
No, Salerno.
OVO
track suits.
Yo, hold on. Hold on. Let me say something.
We have to address.
Salerno, let me ask you something. I need to know
please.
something, okay? Mark
Please.
Salerno, if you're listening, if you're watching, how did you get the OVO tracksuits before Drake?
Yo, crazy.
You
bro.
were the first one to wear the OVO tracksuit. Mark, comment below. Let us know how you made that happen.
I literally seen Mark Salerno wearing unreleased OVO tracksuits.
OVO Salerno.
7 days into his fast too, which is crazy. Dude, I love Mark, by the way.
No,
Straight
Mark's
up.
the best.
We're name
He-
dropping a
he's-
bunch of beauties
Yeah, no, we're
right
name
now.
dropping
Yeah.
the best in the business.
Yeah. Mark's always been pioneer.
Yeah.
Even like the first to have the Ray-Ban glasses, like literally like on it.
Yeah.
I commented on his shit. I'm like, you would be the first to have this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Dude, he's
Yeah,
the
always
first
been
for a lot,
pioneering.
bro.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah,
on it, man.
he's
He's
killing
the
it.
first for a lot,
He's on it.
and bro, that's why a guy like that,
Yeah.
genuine, innovative, fucking honest,
Yep.
and all around beauty.
Yeah.
WAP, I should add. And that's why his listings are fucking $10 million plus
Yeah.
all the time. This guy's selling, I'm Mark Salerno, I'm here in a $10 trillion estate in Kleinberg.
He's just getting out of his Mercedes.
I fucking
his
love
S-Class.
this. Unreal. Boom.
Yeah,
You would
he-
think it's Drake getting out of the whip.
Yeah.
But
It
it's Mark
is.
Salerno.
No, it's
I think,
Drake.
I
No,
think-
it's actually
I think
Drake.
He might
It
be
is
Drake.
It's actually Drake.
Yo,
He might be Drake.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone we just named as well, they all have someone in common as well as yourself.
Yeah.
Is they're all posting about themselves.
Yes.
You know, they're all showing they're all showcasing their life on a day-to-day basis. That's what you have to do, show a variety of content. Now we're seeing everyone that's catching up to what you were doing 2-3 years ago, posting a graph about the market trends.
No, but even
I
now,
can't do it.
No,
we
but even
can't
now-
do it like
but
that
even
anymore.
now, they're trying to do the skits. But the skit's been done already, bro. We seen the skits.
Listen, you have to do things like properly and like consistently too. You know what I mean? So you've been doing skits for what, 3-4 years?
Yeah.
Fuck.
2020 for sure.
And like you probably
Longer.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you're reaping the benefits now
Yeah.
of all the building that you were doing.
Yeah.
Don't post a graph. No
Don't
one's
post a
looking at the
graph.
graph, bro. I'm telling you right now, no one's looking at the graph. For anyone posting graphs, stop.
Don't post graphs.
The market reports, the market trends. This guy here that we're sitting with, I haven't seen you post a graph in 3 years,
Bro,
and
I've-
people still coming to you for business with the trust.
Dude, I haven't posted a graph.
But I'm saying,
ever.
but I'm saying maybe you did way back, whatever.
Probably in my first year when I had braces.
So okay, so brace face with the graph.
Yeah, it's a terrible combo.
Congrats,
Yeah, not
right?
congrats.
But now I feel like your content is like 80% you and 20% real estate. Like that's the ratio. No?
Yeah, 100%. Because I'm not scared.
Well, speak on that then. You're not scared. Talk about it. So I think that's something too that you need to speak on is the fact that you're not scared to put yourself out there. And you probably see a lot of agents that are just starting off and they're like, oh, I don't want to say this or I don't want to post this. I don't want people to. I even actually met an agent this weekend while we were out and they were like, yo, I'm not posting that because then people are going to think this and that. I feel like you've kind of broken out of that shell recently.
Yeah, recent.
Like in the past year.
Yeah, you know what? In 2019, I was randomly sponsored by Miller Genuine Draft.
Yep.
I remember
You
that.
guys remember that?
I remember
So
that was jokes.
my role was to go and party on the weekends.
That's
And
where we
post
met.
about
That's
it.
how we met.
Yeah,
We met through that.
we did.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
and then
You guys
so
trying
that
to smash this thing? I'm confused.
No, we did already. What? Keep going. Okay, go.
yeah. So anyways, to your point, like that was I hit it early with like the uncomfortable like okay, I'm mixing like a real estate business with like I'm promoting beer and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just works. It just works. Like
Yeah.
it's you want to see the real stuff. Obviously, if you're like going out there and being a complete degen and
Okay,
not
there's-
selling and
yeah.
like, you know, literally just partying every single weekend and like maybe not showing any sort of results or literally just not doing any business. Okay, that's a very unhealthy balance. And
There's
people are gonna-
levels to it though.
There's levels to it. There's levels to it.
I
There's
feel
a
like
smart way to do it.
you've been doing it in a smart way,
Just
like
smart way to do it.
slowly.
And it took me time to become open and like, you know, more carefree about what I would post. There were certain things I wouldn't post about, you know, or like I would
Give me an
overthink in
example.
my head.
Give me an example.
Um,
Like
Like
what
me-
did you used to be scared to post that you're not scared to post anymore?
maybe a little bit more, I don't know, like more like the opinionated stuff,
Okay.
you know?
True.
It's like, oh, if someone doesn't agree with this, they're not going to be my client.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get everybody.
Exactly.
But I learned that the more I don't care and the more I'm just like, yeah, this is me. Take it or leave
Take
it.
it or leave it. Yeah.
I'm attracting everyone that I want to work with now.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're
And
weeding everyone out.
Filtering out the nons.
Yeah.
The nons.
The nons.
The
We'll call them the nons.
The nons. Okay.
Yeah,
Did you just make that up?
I did.
That's crazy.
Just right now. not bad.
I got a question for you.
Okay, I like questions.
Do you ever get upset when you see someone that you know use another agent? Like a friend? Be honest. You
I
can
mean,
be honest.
that hasn't really happened to me
Okay.
too much.
Really? They just
Yeah,
come,
truthfully.
like, so your whole
And
network uses
If
you.
I do, no, like a lot of my network, yeah. But like if I do, and if it's like something like in an area where they just went ahead and did their research and found an agent local to that area
Yeah.
to serve them best for that investment style,
Yeah.
I'm not offended by that.
True.
That's probably not my style, anyways, or not my area. So like as your boy
Yeah.
or as a good friend of yours,
Yeah.
I would encourage you to do that
True.
because you're probably gonna get into something better because I just really couldn't speak to it.
Such a
Or
mad answer.
what I would do though is literally refer you to someone who specializes in that, depending on what it is. Anyways,
After they come to you first.
then I still win. I get 25% of the deal.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I know my friend is getting taken care of because they're based on what they're looking to do specifically. I can cater that to them because I do
Yeah.
have a good agent network.
Yeah.
But no, I don't care.
And we all know when you get 25%, we get 10%.
If it's something local that I could have done, like blindfolded,
Yeah.
you're getting cut off.
Was there ever a listing that you couldn't get the job done?
Don't lie.
When
Matt.
Don't lie.
Don't
When
lie,
I,
Matt.
when I first started,
Okay.
my first listing ever.
Your first one?
First listing
And that was
ever.
the last time it happened?
Yeah, there's been listings that I've terminated and suspended with my clients, but just like the disconnect was they weren't ready to drop their price to where it could sell now.
Yeah.
True.
And then we had a conversation and it's like, listen, what's best for you right now? Hold it. Let's ride this out. You're not going to get this number. This number is going to be unhealthy for you if you sell it at this number. Like it might put you in a situation. Let's not do it.
Yes.
That's some recent ones I've experienced this year. Other than that, my first one.
Have you ever passed off, like referred somebody to another agent and then they've made you look like shit?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and there's lessons to be learned from that too. Like you
Okay.
want to pass it off in a certain way. And
What do you mean by that?
Well, like, okay, maybe not. Maybe like just make sure the agent you're referring is going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like when I get agent referrals, I make sure like my customer service to the other agent is like top notch. You're getting updates all the time. I'm letting you know everything that's going down. I'm being super grateful. Like,
True.
Well, because
like
their
I'm going out of my way to
reputation
just like, hey, just so you know, I spoke to them today. This is what's going on now. Hey, pictures are being done. Hey, this is happening.
it's almost like you got to go harder
For a
because
referral, yeah.
because their reputation's on the line too now. Now it's yours
definitely.
and the agent who referred it, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So very important because I would want the same service from someone I refer to.
True.
I wanna
know what I'm saying?
ask you something. Well, I don't know if you have any other questions. This
No,
is
you can go ahead.
This is probably like a more ending question though.
Oh, is it?
More like an end off, yeah, because we're almost there.
Okay, I want to ask you something just more of like the pod talk
Okay.
and the network we have and everything we're doing. What are some of the benefits you've seen from the pod?
Okay. Brand awareness, networking.
You're saying personal brand awareness.
Personal
More
brand
people
awareness.
know you now.
Yep.
Okay.
Being one of the pioneers in the real estate podcast space
Yep.
gave me a lot of credibility. Networking with other amazing realtors, top realtors in any area and country has been amazing.
Yep.
The agent referrals are really starting to pour in now in terms of getting business from other agents because they trust me. The content,
Yeah.
abundance of content.
Yeah.
Just
Never ending.
posting, never ending,
Yeah.
always in people's faces. I'm literally like, I was partying here in Tulum, and one of the DJs is like, because he's from Toronto, was like, "You're that real estate podcast guy
Yeah. Crazy.
in Tulum,"
It's crazy because it's like
you know?
you're Matt Campoli from price to sell.
Yeah,
Which is
Yeah.
insane.
yeah. So it's just been a blessing.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
the
let me
things.
ask
And
you-
I've seen people react to like when you like meet someone and you're like, oh hey, this is me on Instagram.
Yeah.
That credibility is like instant.
It's
And I mean,
that's
like,
the
it's
way the
open-
world is right now.
And it's open. I feel like it's opened a lot of doors for you. I mean, like you've done a lot of like speaking engagements,
Yeah, for sure.
keynotes and stuff like that.
Have you gotten direct listings from the podcast?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Like someone said, I watched the podcast. Like, sell my house now.
Yeah, you guys want a percentage?
Yeah, well,
Yes,
that's
this
kind
is
of
why we're
I
asking.
literally only asked for that.
we just set you up.
I'm
So
out.
whoever's watching
I'm
in
out
the comments, drop a percentage that we should be taking from
Yeah,
that
facts.
on a listing base per listing basis.
If you guys like me, I would highly encourage you to drop a lower percentage.
If you guys like the pod, I would suggest you do a higher percentage. But that's amazing.
Yeah.
But honestly, it took time as well. It's not like after
Yeah.
5 episodes that happened.
No.
But
Right?
but I would say
It happened pretty quick.
it probably
too, at the
happened
same
pretty
time.
quick. Again, we're talking about a time where you were the only real estate podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a decent amount of time where that was the case.
Yeah, it was a good amount of time.
But this guy, you heard him say it with his own mouth, okay? He's got listings
Yeah.
from his podcast.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Insane.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
And a lot of the other, like some other podcast hosts that have pretty relevant shows, I know they're getting business too.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's doable. What I'm trying to say, it's doable.
Yeah, it's a good resource.
Because
and
people will
tool
start
to
a pod.
leverage.
People will
For
start a
sure.
pod, and their first question is always like, "Okay, well, when am I gonna make money? How am I gonna make money?" And it's
Wrong mentality.
It's so the kind of benefits you see from it are so intangible.
Wrong mentality to start
Like
with, though.
you could drop 50K on your podcast for a year.
Yeah.
You get 1 or 2 listings, 3 listings, like you're good, right?
Yeah.
If I'm doing the math right,
I'd say
Depends on the house.
You're being high on the higher
I'm being
end.
an optometrist.
You're being an optometrist,
Okay.
but
well,
it
hold on.
can be.
Hold on. To be fair, you didn't drop 50K.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
using
You're
numbers
using, you're using a big number.
Yeah.
No, but listen, somebody could start a podcast.
with $5,000.
Yeah. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit lower production, a little lower quality, but regardless, could start
Yeah.
that and get listings from it. I think that speaks
And
to
then what? You need 1 a year to break even.
Yeah.
Well, less technically.
I'm just
If
saying.
You spend 5 G's less.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
5 Gs, no. Yeah. 5 leases.
Yeah.
Insane, right?
So
Yeah.
So it is doable out there, and I don't even think that the audience size has to be in the hundreds of thousands. Like, it doesn't even have to be like that.
It's
but the
consistency.
fucking problem. Okay, this is the fucking problem with podcasting as a whole. This is a problem with a lot of businesses, real estate as another example. Like, nobody wants to fucking put the work in
Yeah.
without getting the dollars back right away.
I know.
No one wants
Wrong
to
mentality.
No
Yeah.
one wants to stay the fucking course.
That's
dude.
the wrong mentality.
Especially in real estate. When you're coming
You're
in as a
lost.
new agent, it's gonna take you fucking time to get your first deal. It's gonna take you fucking time. Maybe a year, maybe a year and a half. And nobody, dude, barely anybody is willing to put in the fucking time and stay the course and keep grinding and keep
Yeah.
putting these videos out and keep trying these different marketing schemes and knocking on fucking doors and posting on social media and going to fucking open houses and going to pre-con events and doing all this shit. No one's fucking because no one's really about that life.
Yeah.
They're gonna sit back and say, "Wow, how is Matt Campoli in Tulum selling fucking $3 million houses?" Because you put the fucking time in, you put the effort, bro. You showed up every day, never knowing when the first dollar would be here. That's how you got here. But everyone's gonna be, "Oh, Matt Campoli, oh fuck, he's so lucky." No, he's not, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was cutting hair in a garage to build the network to finally, probably 7 years later, sell those same guys houses now.
Yeah. Yep.
Look at that. Planting the seed 7 years ago
Plant your seed.
for a fucking sale 7 years later. Like, you know, but no one's about that. No one's down to actually wait it out and put the work in without really knowing when that dollar is going to come and trusting that it's going to come, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be clear, like Matt was never in it to make a dollar. Like, you were never in it and saying like, "Yo, when's this pod gonna make money? Yo, how am I gonna make money off this pod?" You know, you never did that at all. And that's why you're
It
here
came.
now, and this pod's gonna fucking smash. You're attracting so many people that want to work with you, that want to be on the pod, that want to host with you and do this and that. Dude, if you worried about money at the start, which again 99% of people do, you would have went to episode 3, 4 and said, "Okay, you know what? Oh, we
Yeah.
don't have no sponsors. Oh, we didn't do this, we didn't do that." That's the wrong mentality. So
It's the intangibles that people
yeah,
don't
dude,
realize.
I gotta give you big credit for that because you were never worried about that shit.
No.
I want
won't
to. I think we're there.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna kind of ask this question to send us off into the sunset.
Ooh.
Wow.
in Tulum.
And I'm wearing linen pants, in case
Beautiful.
you're
It's
wondering.
perfect. What is the 10-year outlook for Matt Campoli? I know obviously you're very real estate focused, and obviously now there's with price to sell and the brand that we're building, there's a definitely a media play to what you're doing. But if you had to sit here today, I know this might be a tough question. If you had to sit here today and say, this is what my 10-year outlook on my life, on my business, this is what it looks like.
So 41
Sure.
on the business side. Essentially leveraging more of a mentoring role, not so much active in selling, more so still selling through my brand, but having top-notch agents working with me who are doing a lot of the physical groundwork, and essentially buying a lot of my time back, creating a huge amount of passive income for myself, and just continuing to build that brand even at 41. That's always gonna be the main thing.
Yeah.
It's just the extensive brand building, the presence, and being recognized internationally in the space. Real estate could be just, I feel like I'm also gonna be stepping outside of real estate in terms of the brand, but it's still gonna be a big pillar for me.
Of course.
And so many doors have opened up in the past 5 years I could not even imagined. So 10 years from now, who knows what the hell's gonna happen?
True.
But I just know that there's gonna be a lot more leverage, a lot more of my time back, and a lot more success too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think travel I'll throw in there.
Oh yeah, huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's a given.
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge travel. Huge
Cool.
travel. Honestly, I might be meditating all year at that point.
I feel
wouldn't-
like
I
you,
wouldn't
feel
put
like
it
you have
past you.
been, yeah.
I wouldn't even put it
I
past
might
you.
actually just not be me anymore.
You're gonna become like a monk at that point.
I might just be in a mountain.
I think
Yeah.
you could actually do a 1-year meditation.
I think I could at
Yeah.
41 especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably just have an entire annual out of body experience
Every year you just
every year
Just
in the
like-
mountain, like a
you
peak
have-
of a
you have to
mountain
go to
in a
Nepal or
cave.
some shit. You got to go to Nepal and do some crazy.
Shout out D1, bro.
I will.
Yo, shout out my guy.
D1's
Uh,
watching this
we gotta
video.
go- we gotta go
D1 the
visit
pen.
him.
I got you, bro.
100%.
Gotta go visit him in Nepal. All right, boys.
Yeah, well,
Well-
listen, I look forward to seeing your growth.
I look
Yeah.
forward to our growth.
My brother,
Yeah.
My brothers.
proud of you, dog.
Yes.
Proud of you guys.
very.
Whoever's watching and listening, enjoy the ride.
And
This
just stay
guy's going
tuned
to
for all the
moon.
things. 'Cause we're about to change the game. We're about to bring in a lot of things,
Yeah.
a lot of announcements, and it's going to be going in a whole new direction that's been essentially paving its own way that you likely haven't seen yet. So stay tuned. A lot of exciting things coming. Thank you for everyone for always tuning in, liking, subscribing, and supporting. And things are only going to get better for you and us and everybody together
love that.
as a fam.
Love you guys.
Like, subscribe, share, do your duties. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.